Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. It's good from long range.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Driving the lane, and that one is hammered home.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here's Cannon. There's the screen. And Campazzo pulls it down. Pick off in midair. No good on the triple. Here's Musa. Pass to Garuba. Snatched away. And here they come. Here's the three. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Here's Garuba.
Away team ball.
The visitors with the ball. Pass to Cannon. Hazonia defending. Cannon looking over the floor. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Here's Campazzo. Here's Hazonia. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
They get it back. And Garuba is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Cannon. Goes back up. And the jumper is on the mark. Cannon's got his second bucket of the night.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Musa with the bucket.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
To the left wing. Cannon, that's a two-pointer. And Garuba pulls it down.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
1:31 left in the first quarter. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Campazzo. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Campazzo's got 6 points.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to DM him.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Pass to Hazonia. Here's Tavares. It's tipped. Fast break, here they come. Takes the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Here's Tavares. Hasn't made one yet. Musa passes to Hazania. Shot clock at 6. Here's Musa. Back to Hazania. With the clock winding down, and finish off by Hazania.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. There's Cannon with the 3. Trains the three-pointer. He has 7.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty long. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
They've got Yui, and it's Njai in at the 4. Pass to Teodosic. Nailed from three-point land. Teodosic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. They've got Yui, and it's Ibaka in its center. Poked away. Here's Yui. Pass to Njai. Latre. Rebounded by Bowling Boy. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Njai. No scoring in this one. For the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Five on the clock. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. A 3. Rebounded by Bowling Boy.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Nedovic. Takes a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Yui. Pass to Ibaka. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Ibaka's got his second bucket tonight.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The shot's good. He has 5.
Away team foul. Dos Santos. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Njai. Screen by Ibaka. The 3. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Next shot is good.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Nedovic. And he banks in the layup. Nedovic has got his first basket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Yui. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Yui's got 5 now.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Pass to Bowling Boy. To the paint. Here's Teodosic. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Enja.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
1:07 left in the first half. The rebound by Enja. Here's Deck. There's a good screen. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Kolinic off target with his three.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Ibaka for three. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Driving to the basket. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
Team foul.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the half. No good from outside. Here's Teodosic. Dos Santos. And a great assist by Teodosic as that one goes in. 11 points in the game. That'll do it for the first half. Up by 15. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
They have been so careful with the rock. Smart passes, tight handle on the ball. Really speaks to the focus and discipline.
And now, time. That is more than enough.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Here's Campazzo. Garuba the pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Musa's got 5.
You know, a guy with that size from the downtown three-point area, no chance for a defender to alter that shot.
Cannon from long range.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Hezonja defending. A rebound by Hezonja. Here's Campazzo. 6 points for him. There's the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Campazzo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Over to the wing. Pass to Cannon. For 3. Rebound by Tabares. And here is Hezonja. Here's Campazzo. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Pass to Musa. And he makes good on the layup. 7 points in the game.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Cannon. They set the pick. Fires the 3. And Garuba pulls it down. Garuba's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Musa passes to Garuba. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Can't hit that one.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
And now, here's Hazonia. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Tavares. Here's Garuba. Buries it from three-point range. Garuba's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. They set the pick. Here's Musa. And the 3 off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
There's 1:26 left in the third. There's Cannon with the 3. Trains the three-pointer. Cannon's got 10 points in the game.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc. Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:09 left in the third quarter. Here's Huey. Ibaka controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
They get it again. Another shot. He lays it in. He's got 7.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love that there's no let-up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second chance points.
Here's Huey. 5 points in the game. And it's off from three-point range. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, huh, with that emphatic slam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
Here's Deck. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Deck's got his second basket of the night. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Up 10. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Huey, and it's Njai in at the 4. Screen by Ibaka. To the middle. It's deflected. Pass to Deck. Here's Huey. Shot clock at 5. Pushing it up. Here's Teodosic. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And with the pace of today's game, transition defense is at a premium.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
Screen by Ibaka. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Ibaka's gone 5 of 6 in field goal attempts tonight. Kalinic traps in the tray.
leaders.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do. You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Here he goes. Here's Teodosic. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Njai's shot is off.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Ibaka looking for an opening. Jacks up a three. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
To the right side. Dos Santos. They get it back. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
From downtown, that's good. He's 5 for 9.
Boy, it's a risky move to pull up from three-point range on the break, but it's a shot he's very comfortable with.
Ibaka for 3. He doesn't hit that one.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Kalinic. His 3-pointers off the mark. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Ibaka for 3. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Nedovic misses. Here's Deck. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Screen by Ibaka. And Njai kicks to you. Here's Deck. Clock at 6. Off target from 3-point range. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the left side wing. Pass to Bowling Boy. Dos Santos drills the 3-pointer.
Look, they've earned this victory tonight. Tough to dominate the way they did.
And they just went out and executed. Give credit to the coaching staff. They have to be thrilled with their level of play.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they...
an exciting Monday night game. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Ntilikina in at the point guard position. 6 to shoot. Jones sets a screen. Jones misses. Here's Campazzo, defended by Jones. Back to Campazzo. To the middle. Here's Garuba. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Ask pretty much any coach. That's how he'd like to start the game.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Pass to Bonga. Launches it. Garuba with a rebound. Here's Campazzo. Over to the wing. Here's Musa. Drops one in from the wing.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Garuba. Over Jones. Kept alive. Here's Deck. From deep. Jones grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Here's Garuba. Screen by Deck. There's the triple. Garuba with the bucket. Garuba's got 6.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Bonga. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Campazzo. Puts up a 3. Jones grabs the board. Left side Jones. Goes up from the top of the key. That one goes in. He's got 5.
Assisted by Jones.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Musa. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Here's Garuba. Here's Deck. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Here's Ntilikina. Jones sets a screen. Ntilikina gets the bucket.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Here's Musa, defended by Jones. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Garuba, defended by Jones. There's a screen from Garuba. Musa, good.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
1 minute left in the opening quarter. Jones from outside. Doesn't go for him. There's the triple. Pass to Musa. Shot clock at 5. Here's Campazzo. Let's go with a 3. Back to Deck. Three-pointer. He drops it from range. Deck's got 5. Deck's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Jones. Jones sets a screen. Here's Bonga. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. They're up by 3. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
2 points. That one goes.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Pass to Pokuševski. Fires the 3. No good.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Njai, shot is good.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
From the arc. Drills it from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Azonia. He's guarded by Washington. Fires top of the key. It's hauled in by Pokuševski.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Down low. Here's Lundberg. Takes the 3. Drains the triple. Lundberg's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
To the wing, right side. Ibaka for 3. It's hauled in by Pokuševski. On the break. Here's Lundberg. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Screen by Ibaka. Pass to Azonia. For 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Over to the wing. And here the second quarter of action. Just a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Fires the 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
There's a screen. To the inside. Ibaka with a steal. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And it falls all over the rim and in. 1:53 left in the second period. Washington passes to Pokuševski. He buries it from 3. Pokuševski's got 6 points in the quarter.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Pass to Njai. Banked it in off the glass.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And Lundberg gets it to go. It's a neck-and-neck game in Miami. Here's Azonia from downtown. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Clock at 6. Washington passes to Pokashevsky. Offensive board. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And there's a pick. Fires from deep. Sinks the tray. 7 points in the game.
And this has been the story for them so far. They've been lights out from range, particularly in this quarter.
Washington passes to Pokashevsky. And he dunks it down.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Pokashevsky's gotten 3 of his 5 to go tonight. He's guarded by Washington. And the jam by Ibaka.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Leading by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Nice game. Great performance by Alexei Pokashevsky.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Deck in at the 3. And it's Jones in at the 4.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Deck. 5 points in the game. Here's Campazzo. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And here's Jones. He's got 5. To the paint. Here's Ntilikina. 6 on the shot clock. Garuba with a rebound. Garuba's got 6 rebounds now in the game. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Musa, defended by Jones.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. The 3 is up. Knocks down the triple. Jones has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Musa, no good. This one for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Here's Garuba, defended by Jones. There's a screen from Garuba to the middle. Here's Campazzo. Another shot. Pass to Musa. Misses the jumper from the wing.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
And it's all tied up. He's got 5.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Here's Campazzo. To the left wing. The three. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's what his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Pass to Jones. There's the three. That one doesn't drop.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Ntilikina. The three-pointer off the mark. Ntilikina's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Lets it go from deep. Hits the three-pointer.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
1:16 left in the third quarter. Lets the three fly. Deck with a rebound.
Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Pass to Musa. Beyond the arc. Connects from downtown.
That's his third triple of the night, his second since halftime.
Outside Jones. Driving in. Here's Ntilikina. Here's Bonga. And again, unable to change momentum here. And here's the fast break. Screen by Deck. Here's Campazzo, defended by Jones. And the basket is good. Campazzo's got his second basket of the game.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Jones' shot is good. Here's Deck. 5 points in the game. To the left side wing. Here's Musa. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 14 points for him.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up 11. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Campazzo in at the one. From outside the arc. That shot, no good.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Okashevsky with it. The baseline J. The shot misses. Here's Garuba. He's guarded by Washington. Here's Musa. Here's Campazzo. Three-pointer off the mark.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
A quick shot there. It's off target. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Here's Njai. Takes a three. That shot is off.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
He takes it in. Here's Pokashevsky. No good on the triple.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Hazonia. Pass to Inja. Can't hit that one. And here's Pokashevsky. Launches it. Fires in the triple.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Injai passes to Ibaka. And the jam by Ibaka.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Here's Pokashevsky. Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. And look, sometimes that's how it goes.
The three is up. Sends it home from three-point land.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Pass to Hazonia. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3. Hits the trifecta.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Knocks it down from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Knocks down the long J.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And there's the drive. Out to the right wing. For 3. Injai. Shot is good.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Pokashevsky the miss. Here's Hazonia. 54 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Puts up a deep 3. The shot no good. Ibaka with a steal. Fires from way outside. The rebound by Lundberg. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Puts up a deep 3. Pokashevsky the miss.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Now Ibaka. From deep. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Fires away from way outside. Off target. And so the home crowd treated to a win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the...
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Jones. Jones is out there with Ntilikina, and it's Davies in at the 5 roaming the paint. Now here's Jones. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Cannon. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Pass to Davies. From outside the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Cannon looking over the floor. And the layup's good off the glass. Cannon's got 5 points so far. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Bonga. Here's Cannon. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And he's good on the 3-ball. 8 points for him.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face. You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
They need this. And it's Jones laying it in.
Well, when Ntilikina is looking to actively set up guys on the offense, their flow is going to look much better.
Here's Cannon, defended by Jones. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Releases. That's good on the jump shot.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Off target from outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Ntilikina passes to Davies. Here's Bonga. They set the screen. No good on the 3. All by himself. For the finish. Got a hand on it. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups. So maybe just a step too far. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Cannon. He's got 8. And the 3-ball is good. Cannon's got 11 points.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Jones drives in. Here's Cannon, defended by Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ntilikina with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Davies misses. Davies has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Cannon from long range sinks the triple. 14 points for him.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Jones, no one around him. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. They're up by 7. We've got more in And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
It's good from long range.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Brown out there with Pokuševski. Then there's Washington. And it's Lundberg in at the shooting guard.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Teodosic. No good on the quick 3.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
The kick out to Brown from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brown's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Brown's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. They've got Pokuševski. Washington out there with Brown. And it's Lundberg in at the 2-guard spot.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
The screen from Brown. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Dos Santos. He's covered by Brown. Here's Teodosic. A 3-pointer off the mark. Teodosic has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down.
And Poku with the processing speed just got rid of that one quick.
Dos Santos lays it up off the glass.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
It's a close game here in L.A. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. A shot by Lundberg, no good. Nedovic, the pass to Teodosic. Bollenboy kicks to Nedovic. A 3-pointer, no good.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Here's Pokuševski, and that one no good to start him off on the night. It's stolen by Brown. Pass to Washington. Left side, Brown. Here's Lundberg. He nails it, and we're tied up. Lundberg's got his first 3 points of the game. Lundberg's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land. Dos Santos. A rebound by Washington. Now Pokuševski. He has yet to score.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Kalinic misses the 3. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Bollenboy. Bollenboy's got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside, Kalinic, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And there's 1:45 left in the second quarter. Here's Lundberg. It's picked off. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brown. Dos Santos knocks down the 3 ball. 5 points in the game.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
On the wing, Brown. On Sunday, then on Thursday. Here's Teodosic. Here's Nedovic. Kalinic. Kept alive. Pass to Teodosic. Dos Santos. And a great assist by Teodosic as that one goes in.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Lets the three fly. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Down low. Here's Pokusevski. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. This one for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Here's Brown. Oh, that's blocked. Here we go, one-on-one. Dos Santos. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Will it go? Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Here's Nedovic. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Up by 16. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
You take a look at the visitors. They don't get their home opener until next game. But tonight, they start this new season on the road.
And moving on now to that first half. Tough sledding so far for the visiting team.
Their defense.
And that concludes.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. Pokusevski is out there with Brown. Then there's Washington. And it's Lundberg in at the 2 spot. Here's Cannon. To the middle. The layup off target. Pokusevski with the ball. Misses the wing jam.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
That 3 off the mark. Into the lane, and the shot goes down. Pokusevski's got his second bucket.
How about the drive from Pokusevski, showing how agile and dangerous the big man can be.
From outside, off the mark.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Fires the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. 8 points for him. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Pass to Cannon. 90 seconds now into the second half. Over to the left wing. Drills it from outside.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
Here's Bunga, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Bunga's got 5 points so far. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Bangs home the trifecta.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Puts up a deep three. Outside, Jones. The three ball. Bunga, no good. Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And Cannon gets it to go.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Pass to Bunga. Back to Jones. Takes the three. A three-pointer is right on target.
3.
Jones has gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts.
2 minutes.
There's the pick. 1:52 left to play in the third. 5 to shoot to the inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did.
Yeah.
And we felt it. Even over here we felt it. There's Davies. No good with the triple. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
To the wing on the left. Takes a three. Connects from three-point range. 10 points for him.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Jones, the pass to Jones. It's stolen. Here's Cannon. He's got 16. From deep three-point land. He misses his first shot of the contest after making his first 6. Jones for 3. Hands it from downtown. Jones has got 13 points.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Cannon. For 3. Good on the triple. Cannon's got 5 points in the quarter.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Here's Ntilikina. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Shoots the 3. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up 19, and we're just... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Ntilikina. He's out there with Jones. And it's Bunga in at the small forward position.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Fires the 3. Sinks the triple.
Well, he's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Here's Davies. Fades and shoots. Trains the three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Dos Santos. He's covered by Washington. He gets it in there.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
He was all alone on that one.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Lets it go from deep. A shot, no good. Bonga deciding where to go with it. Kusevsky. Teodosic grabs the miss. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Now, Pokuševski. And they're on the break. Here's Nedovic. Pokuševski grabs the miss. Pokuševski's got his 4th rebound in this one. Fires from deep. Pokuševski with the bucket.
Knocking it down. How about the high release? And why wouldn't it be? It's Poku.
First team foul. Alexei Pokusevski. 3 points.
Kalinic. And a miss there on the triple. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Offensive rebound. Dos Santos. He's covered by Washington. It's hauled in by Brown.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and we just don't want to see that.
Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Pokusevski can't hit.
It was rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Scooped up. Pass to Nedovic. Stolen by Washington. Here's Bonga. Washington finds Pokuševski from downtown. Rebounded by Bolenboy. Bolenboy's got his 8th rebound here tonight. There's the 3. Pokusevski grabs the miss. Pokusevski's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Trend in the NBA, and one, Brent, that I like, new downtown arenas. They seem to be everywhere.
Well, Kevin, it's because you love to eat so much, and the restaurants are nearby, so walking distance helps. But yeah, it invigorates the city. You have people clamoring to get to the arena, to get out of the offices early. He did not do that.
And it counts.
He did not just do that.
Washington passes to Pokusevski. Fires for 3. It's good from long range.
3.
54 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Puts up a deep 3. Won't go in for the 6th time in 14 shots tonight. He's made 8. Pass to Bonga. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the 4th. 6 to shoot. And so they get the victory here at home. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Welcome, everyone. What better way to end the weekend than the NBA on 2K Sports? With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in at the shooting guard position. And they pick up two.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
That shot is good by Campazzo.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Jacks up with three. Buries it from three. He's got five.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Cuts off the pass. Tipped away. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Musa.
Home team foul. 0. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Garuba. Here's the three. Sends it home from three-point land. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Out to the right wing. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Musa. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Garuba passes to Campazzo. Takes it inside. Up and in on the layup.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
They get it back.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
The three ball. And no good.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Launches a three. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Hits a three-pointer.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts. Campazzo's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. From behind the arc. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Hezonja. No points so far. Pass to Campazzo. Releases. The offensive rebound. There's 38 seconds left in the first. 4 on the clock. Here's Hezonja. Three-pointer off the mark. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the right side. Goes back up. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Here's Musa. And the jumper from the wing offline.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. Up by 1. And the second quarter about. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
Pass to Ibaka. Here's Inja. Here's Deck. The three. He buries it from 3. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 5.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Teodosic. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. The three-pointer off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Deck hits the trifecta. Deck's got 6. Here's Nedovic. From deep. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Well, they are fearless from the arc, and that's helping them protect this lead.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pure from three-point range.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
In general, I think they're finding good looks from beyond the arc. Steadily improving as this game's gone along.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Ibaka for 3, and he buries his first look.
Kick to the outside, heads-up play, cognizant of the entire floor.
Shot from the wing. Good. He hits the jumper.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Can't get it to fall. 3-pointer. Out left to the wing. And they're on the break. Here's Njai. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Njai's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
Drives to the hoop. Here's Teodosic. 5 to shoot. He drops it from range. He's got 13.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Pass to Njai. 1:06 left in the second. The 3-ball. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Puts it up. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
34 seconds left to play in the first half. No good with the triple.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
It from the wing. Njai's gotten 4 this quarter. So it's the home team now. Got it up. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Up by 1. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. From outside, off the mark. Here's Campazzo. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in a 2-guard. Pass to Garuba. For the lead. No good that time. The shot. Kept alive. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
There's a screen. Pass to Musa. Lets a 3 fly. Knocks down the triple. Give him 8 points now.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Right wing. Here's the 3. And Campazzo pulls it down. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here we go. Fires the 3. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Here's Musa. Give him 8 to the wing, right side. Here's Garuba. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Garuba's got 6 points.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Here's the pick. And that one is hammered home.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Campazzo. He's got 6. 1:51 left in the third. 6 to shoot. Here's Musa. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Back to Campazzo. Here's Garuba. Jams it in off a great move.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Three-pointer. No luck on that one. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. It's stolen by Campazzo. In transition, here they come. From behind the arc. Garuba, no good. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 10.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And a great shot. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Puts up a three. Gets the three ball to go.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Here's Nedovic, and the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. On Tuesday, then on Friday. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. From deep. Sinks it from distance.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Pass to Deck. The three. Nails it from 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Drains the triple.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Pass to Ibaka. Clock at 6. From the arc. And no good. Here's Nedovic. Well, Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A. And the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
And that one's good. Teodosic.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Oh, swiped away. The three is up. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Pass to Ibaka. They need this. Driving inside. And the jam by Ibaka.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket. Boy, he sure can fill it up. You got to stay in his jersey.
And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
It's rebounded by Ibaka.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Out to the right wing. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Njai. And the three off target. Deflects the pass. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long J.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Teodosic. Offensive board. That's Ibaka defending. They set the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Njai. 59 seconds left in the final quarter. The three knocks it down from distance.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit. I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. Launches it from deep. Unable to get that one.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Deck, that's good. 19 seconds left in the fourth. Fires from way outside. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the...
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Tavares in at the center position. And it's out of bounds, last touch by Jones. Usa passes to Garuba. From outside the arc, his first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's the break. Here's the three. And the basket by Jones.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from three and capitalized.
Pass to Campazzo. Here's Garuba. Here's Campazzo. 4 on the shot clock. sinks the three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Garuba, defended by Jones. Here's the screen. A nice shot by Garuba.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Garuba's gone 1 of 2 shooting from 3. Took him no time at all on that one.
Can't leave anyone uncovered around Ntilikina. He is so adept at exploiting situations like that.
Here's Musa. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Davies. Here's Ntilikina. Lets it go with a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
An average threat from beyond the arc. Ntilikina needs to keep working on that part of his game.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Musa. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. One-on-one fast break. And it's Jones. That's on the assist by Jones.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's Garuba. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Garuba's got 5 points so far. Garuba's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Pass to Davies. Three-pointer. They get the rebound. Jones kicks to Ntilikina. Jones the pass to Ntilikina. Just 5 on the clock. The 3. Rebound by Tavares. And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Garuba, defended by Jones. Here's Campazzo. Here's Musa. And he's good on the 3-ball. 6 points for him.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
Bonga gets the bucket. Here's Campazzo. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Tries the spin move. The 3. The shot missing. Here's Bonga. He has 5. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
To the wing right side. Here's Garuba, defended by Jones. Here's Campazzo. Here's Musa. Pass to Campazzo. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Deck. Here's Tavares. Here's Campazzo. Here's Musa. He gets it up. And in time. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Both teams have it going here early. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
They've got Pokuševski on out there with Washington. And it's Lundberg in at the 2. They've got Huey, and it's Hezonja in at the small forward. Pass to Enjai. Here's Huey. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
And it's Brown missing.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Over to the left wing. Here's Huey. It's Hezonja in the corner. 3-pointer. No good on that one.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Washington outside. Buries it from 3-point range. Washington's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. To the paint. It's intercepted. And here they come. Here's Pokuševski. Drills it from outside.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
They got to keep looking for fast break scores to even this game up.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And they're running. Jacks up a 3. A shot off that time. Here's Enjai. They grab their own miss. Pass to Ibaka. Oh, he got hacked on the 3-pointer. He'll head to the line.
That's good.
Defensive foul.
On Wednesday, then on Sunday.
You've got to be kidding me. Draws the foul and hits the shot. What a play from 3-point range.
Brown outside. Beyond the arc. A 3-pointer is right on target. Brown's got himself on the board with 3 there. A tight game here in New York. Screen by Ibaka. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
The tray. Pokuševski with the bucket. Pokuševski's got 6 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
He's covered by Washington.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Hezonja. Shot clock at 6. Off target from outside. It's Brown on the wing. There's a screen. Spins. Here's Washington. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Washington's got his second bucket of the night. Right wing. Screen by Ibaka. Pass to Enjai. From deep. Pokuševski grabs the miss. Enjai's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Lundberg. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Huey. Pass to Enjai. There's the triple. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Traps in the tray.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
To the inside. And Ibaka kicks to Enjai. pass to Azania. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Puts up a three, and the three ball is good. 6 points for him.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by just 1. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoff.
You take a look at the visitors. They've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part, in the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them. They're really going to war for those second chance points, running guys to the offensive glass. It's a tight game. That could be the difference maker.
As long as it doesn't.
And that'll do it for halftime.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. They've got Jones, Ilakina out there with Jones, and it's Davies in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half. Here's Musa. That 3 off the mark. Musa's gone 2 of 7 from the floor here. Here's Bunga. Bangs home the trifecta. Bunga's got 11.
And hard to pass on that good a look from three-point range, even if you've got a clear path to the basket.
Here's Musa, defended by Jones. Musa with the bucket.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Bunga, the pass to Jones. Now here's Jones, guarded closely from the arc, and Garuba pulls it down. Garuba's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the wing right side. Here's Bunga, off target with his 3. Tavares passes to Musa. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball. And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Here's Bunga. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Musa. Goes up on the high post. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Musa's got 5 points in the quarter. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Launches a 3. Bunga, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Campazzo. Hits the 3-point bomb. He's got 9.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. They set the pick. Pass to Tavares. Here's Campazzo. 5 on the clock. Bunga pulls it in. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Davies has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Campazzo. He's got 9. Pass to Musa.
2 minutes remaining.
Launches it. Kept alive. Inside. Here's Deck. Still without a basket. Fires away from way outside. The long-distance three is buried.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Jones kicks to Davies. Jones, the pass to Bonga. 1:27 left in the third quarter.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Campazzo. Here's Deck. From past the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Deck's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Bonga. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that.
Here's Musa, defended by Jones. There's a good screen. Deck tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Jones for three, connects from three-point range. Jones has got 6.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Bonga deciding where to go with it. Kicks it out to Jones. Out to the right wing. Bonga gets the bucket. Bonga's got 9 points here in the second half. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Leading by just 2. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And it's Garuba in at the power forward position. Throws it up high, and the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Frank, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Makusevski can't hit.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Pass to Enjai. And here we go. From deep Washington. For the three. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Top of the key. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. Final quarter of play. About a minute and a half off the clock into it. Misses the three. Stolen away. Lets it go with the three. Hits it from three-point range.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Huey. Out to Ibaka. Now Pokuševski. The three. The rebound by Enjai. Enjai's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
What a time for him to step up. Big three right there.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity in this league.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. No one covered.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Here's Njai. Fires the three. Pokusevski grabs the miss. Pokusevski's got 4 rebounds in this game. Brown finds Pokusevski. Fires for 3. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Here's Huey. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Huey's gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. Takes a 3. Pokusevski with the bucket. Pokusevski's got 9 points in the quarter.
Really the best result they could have hoped for on that possession. They get back all 3 points they just gave up and are close to putting this thing out of reach.
Out left to the wing. Here's Njai. Pocket 6. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Njai's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Here's Pokusevski. No good from outside.
This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Here's Njai. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Pokusevski. From deep three-point territory. That one misses. And here's the break. Buries the long-range jumper. It's tipped. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Out to the wing. Defended by Jones. 5 on the clock. And down it goes. 2 points.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Bonga gets the bucket.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Bonga has gone 1 for 2 from deep. Over to the left wing for 3. Jones grabs the board. About a minute into this first quarter, and the shot goes in. Bonga's got 5 points.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Fires from deep. Sinks the tray.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
This one for 3. No luck on that one. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And they're pushing it up. Jones from outside. Drops in the 3.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
They get the rebound. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
No good from outside. Inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 5.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
To the right side. Down low. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. And so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
There's the 3. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Here's Bonga. Outside Jones. The 3 is up. He's off on that one. Defended by Jones. .105 left in the first quarter. It's rebounded by Ntilikina.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Here's Ntilikina, still without a bucket. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
There's a screen. launches it. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Jones misses. For 3. That shot is off. And that concludes the first quarter of play. They're up by 4. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
Foul. First team foul.
Now here's Washington. Pass to Pokashevsky. There's the triple. The rebound by Teodosic.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Outside, Brown. Fires the 3. Drills it from deep.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
He's guarded by Washington. And there's the screen. Connects from downtown.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Pokashevsky the miss. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. And he buries his first look.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Let's go with a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Pokashevsky's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. He's guarded by Washington. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Counted from distance.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Takes the 3. The rebound by Teodosic. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podzemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Allie. Thanks. Here's Nedovic. Off target from three-point range. From downtown, nails it from beyond the arc.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently, like they are now, should help them do it.
Teodosic tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Washington. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half. He can't get it to go. He's guarded by Washington.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Now here's Pokashevsky. Takes a 3. It doesn't go for him.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Fires it. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. He has 6.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Washington passes to Pokashevsky. Beyond the arc. On target from range.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. Washington outside. Picked by Pokashevsky. Launches a 3. Fires in the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
From outside the arc. And he misses. Only 2 for 6.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
It's stolen by Washington. Here's Pokashevsky. 6 points for him. He drops it from range. Pokashevsky's got 9.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Up by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit.
Glancing at the upcoming schedule when you guys played against one another, did you always have your games circled on the calendar?
Their trouble is defending the arc. It's got to be a team effort. Just one breakdown, that's all it takes to give up 1 3.
I love playing these types of...
Appreciate you joining us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The visitors with the ball. And it's Jones in at the power forward spot. Drills it from deep.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
Jones from outside. He can't hit that time. Jones has gone just 1 of 5 from deep here. Fires for 3. The shot, no good. Here's Bunga. 5 points in the game. From behind the arc. That shot off.
That's exactly how you have to defend them on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
To the left wing. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Pulls up. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. From deep. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Here's Jones. Off target from the wing.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Beyond the arc.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Fires from deep. On target from range. 11 points in the game.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Lets the 3 fly. No good.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Sends it home from three-point land.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
The three is up. And it's Bonga missing.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
That three's off the mark. We've got 1:55 left in the third. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Shot to stop the run. Connects from downtown. Bonga's got 8 points.
Well, that's his second three of the game. One in the first half, one here.
Defended by Jones. Lets it go. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Takes a three. Pure from three-point range. 9 points in the game.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Here he goes. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Bonga. It's deflected, and they recover it. Ntilikina, the pass to Bonga. To the paint. Outside Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Right side Jones. Launches a three. No good there.
He remains scoreless on the quarter, unable to help them narrow the gap.
At the buzzer. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And it's Jones in at the shooting guard. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam!
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt. You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Both teams will make substitutions. And here's Pokusevski. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Nedovic. Sinks it from distance.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
To the inside. Washington outside. Here's Lundberg from the arc. They get it again.
I'll tell you, this is the aggressiveness this coaching staff has got to be thrilled to see from Pokusevski. You're a 7-footer. You've got all the offensive skills. Make sure you're contributing on the glass.
The quick look, no good that time.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And Lundberg gets it to go.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
He's guarded by Washington. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the triple.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Lundberg out to the right wing. Off target with the three.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
From deep three-point land. To the wing on the left. Teodosic. Off the mark there with a three. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Pokashevsky. No good on the three. Pokashevsky's gone 40% from the floor in 10 attempts. Nails it from three.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
This one for three. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. We've got 1:48 left to play in the fourth. Gets the three to fall.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Pass to Washington. Fires the three. Buries it from three. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Fires away from way outside. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 of his 8 attempts. Brown passes to Pokashevsky. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Pokashevsky's gone 4 of 10 from three-point range. That's a nice percentage. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Back to Washington. Pass to Pokashevsky. Gets the three ball to go. Here's Teodosic. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Clock at 4. Puts up a deep three. The long distance three is buried. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Over to the wing. Brown with a screen. They grab their own miss. And so the road team gets the W in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready.